Hello, this is Father David here with Sunday the 18th within the Apostles' Fast of 2023. The meditation for today is from, again, St. Simeon the New Theologian. We read from him a few days ago and a couple of other videos ago. And this is from his work, The Discourses. And I think it's very appropriate for this day, this Sunday, the Sunday of All Saints of North America. This is the Sunday, the day that we're celebrating today in the church. And this is and as we have now caught up, we are able to hear these in real time. But St. Simeon says the following. He says, "When God brings his hidden saints to light, it is in order that some may emulate them and others be without excuse. Those who wish to remain amid distraction, as well as those who live a worthy life in communities, in mountains, and in caverns, are saved, and God bestows on them great blessings solely because they have faith in him." Now, why do I say that this ties in well with Sunday of All Saints of North America? Well, especially because St. Simeon lived centuries before the first missionaries would come to this land and shine forth on this continent. There was a hymn that we sang last night in Vespers that, first of all, it's one of my favorite hymns of the year because it calls for all of the landforms of the North American continent, the Great Plains of Canada and the great rivers and lakes of the Great Lakes, the great mountains of the Rockies and the Appalachians, to rejoice at the presence of the saints in this land. But it also says, in addition to all of the saints that are known, St. Herman of Alaska, St. Innocent of Alaska, St. Tikhon of North America, St. John of Shanghai and San Francisco, St. Alexis Toth, St. Sebastian Dabovich, all of these saints that have shown forth that we know of, St. Juvenali, St. Peter the Aleut, St. Olga of Alaska. We now have those saints that have shown forth that we have in our icon. But we also have those saints, the hymn says, that are known only to God. And this is what St. Simeon says, when God brings his hidden saints to light. Now, of course, these hidden saints are eventually brought to light, and the church knows of them. But there are those saints that live amid distraction, which I think was St. Simeon's way of talking about those Christians who are in the world, amid all of the distractions of this secular, supposedly, what we call the secular life, life in the world, as opposed to the monastic life, which St. Simeon was, of course, very much favoring in his writings, those who live a worthy life in communities, in mountains, and in caverns. And so you have all of these, but God bestows on them great blessings solely because they have faith in him. Whether you live in the world, whether you live a monastic life, whether you are single or whether you are married, we are, as Orthodox Christians, a part of this spiritual heritage. And this is our calling, to see the lives of these men and women who were faithful, all of those in the immigrant communities that founded our various jurisdictions, those who sacrificed, who lived workaday lives in order to build places of worship, to bear witness to the Orthodox faith, so that others here could find it and make it our spiritual home. In other words, their story is now our story. And we are now called to be those that are becoming saints. Perhaps those known only to God. Perhaps the church will never, paint an icon of me, which is fine by me, I suppose. But I do want to labor so that one day I would hear my Lord say, "Well done, O good and faithful servant. Enter into the joy of your Lord, and to be at the right hand of my Lord with those saints that are here in these icons around me and in our churches. So may God bless us all on this feast of all saints of North America. May we remember their sacrifice, and as we live our lives, to deny ourselves, to take up our crosses, and to follow Christ, and to tell the world that God is with us, and that he is within us, and changing our lives, changing us into his image. May we do this to his glory. So Lord God bless you. Lord willing, we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.